Dylan! You son of a bitch.
Yo, what's going on? What's up, my peeps? Wait for the people to get in. Got a little box for my man, Two Gun. Yo, what's up, TMU Studios? Yo. Pew pew, what's up, my brother? What up, Z? What's going on, Inbound Hunter? 1-2, what's up, my brother? What's up, Second Street, my brother Trinity? How are you? So I got the nice size package from my brother, Two Gun. So I wanted to unbox this because it wouldn't be right if I didn't show my appreciation to my brother Two Gun for looking out. What's up, William? Put this to the side because I know it's going to do that one last. So yeah, the funny thing is, like Source Point did that. Yo, what's up, TK? My Source Point, when they did that free comic book day, for some weird reason, when I tried to get some of those free books, they couldn't even send any to my location, which made like no sense because I'm in Ohio, not like China. Oh, dude, thanks for that sticker, bro. I'm definitely gonna put that on one of my boxes. Yo, and if you guys haven't, man, definitely gotta add this book to your pull. Like, no doubt. I'm glad you sent this because I'm super pumped for this book. I read the first issue. The writer of Dead End Kids, which was a huge indie that came from Source Point Press. What was that? Maybe last year. Yeah, man. That's definitely one that will be coming out maybe a couple months. So the first book is, like I said, yeah, since Source Point couldn't send those books to me. Splatto Comics. I never heard of that. Is that a shop or is it an online shop? I'm sure. Dude, USPS, man, I swear everything's getting like it gets delayed a couple times. I've had 2 packages get lost that I ordered from Amazon these past month and a half. 2 packages, man. Like, they're screwing up. 2 packages getting lost. That's crazy. So, Touching Evil. My brother Two Gun knows I'm on a huge horror binge, so I'm trying to collect any horror comic books that I can. You know, new age, old age. I don't really have any old ones. Most of them are maybe newer moderns or moderns from a few years ago. So let's see. Next one is Predator Big Game. Man, that cover is fire. Sick cover. They're coming from your boy, Zach. I got you. Yeah, I seen that, Kevin. He sent the issue 2 script out. That's dope, bro. Yeah, they're doing a Dead End Kids 2 as well. Oh, I know. And it came right on time from the tracker, too. But yeah, that's Amazon, so that's a little different than the post office. I haven't had anything get lost from the post office, knock on wood, you know? Like, that would suck. At least with Amazon, I get a refund automatically, you know? Predator Big Game issue 3. Man, these covers are sick. Predator Big Game issue 2. And then Predator Big Game number 1. Damn, bro. These covers are nasty. I can't wait to read these. I just read God Killers today too. I just read God Killers, that book you sent me to, Gun. I actually liked it, man. It was pretty dope. Yeah, man. I want to see New Mutants badly too. Big time. Big time for real. Sucks that it got delayed again. It's crazy. Like, just put it out on Disney Plus. Oh, you read No Heroine issue 2, bro? No, it's not out yet. It comes out 5/5. No, that's wrong. Yeah, it comes out in like 2 months, I think now. Kevin, what do you know when issue 1 comes out? Because with that, I think it would have been out already, but with everything that happened, it got all screwed up. So Darkhawk, he's back. Venom, issue 13, badass cover, dude. Now I don't know if I've ever read Darkhawk. It's dope. He's a cool ass character. Darkhawk issue 14. And another dope ass cover. Oh shit. Oh shit. This is dope. The Violator issue 1. Holy shit. I've always wanted something like this. I always wanted these old school Spawn books, period, but I've seen the Violator ones. Damn, yeah, I always wanted this series. Violator issue 2. I love the Violator. And I just love Spawn, period, but damn. And the Violator issue 3. I love the covers for these two. I don't know if Todd McFarlane did these, but either way, I still wanted them because they're just so badass looking. I can't wait to read these. I wonder, was this a 3-issue miniseries? It's probably, I think it was ongoing. I don't know. Two Gun, you'll have to let me know. Was this a mini or is this an ongoing? Dude, I've always wanted those, man. That's so dope of you. All right, The Vengeance of Vampirella, issue 1, Harris Comics, cover by Quesada and Palomino. Palmiotti, I think. Yo, that's a badass cover. Oh, it was a 3-issue mini? I thought so. I thought it was maybe 5 for some reason. Hell yeah, bro. Good looking. I'm so excited to read these. I didn't think that. I don't know why I said ongoing, because I knew it was some type of mini series. I just wasn't sure. Yeah, bro. I seriously love those. I know I was gonna say 2 Gun. It ain't a box. It ain't a 2 Gun Pedro box without him sending me that. Without him sending me an awesome shiny cover. As you see, I got the other shiny cover he sent me last time that I absolutely love. Next, we got The Dark from Source Point Press. This is one I was very excited about. I love that they put out these graphic novels, because actually Frank Gogol, he had sent me. I didn't even show this off. Kevin, I know you'll want to see this. Speaking of that, Frank Gogol doing the No Heroine book, he sent me that Grief. And it's funny because they do, dude. Me and 2 Gun were talking about how good their paper is, the quality of their paper. This book, it's funny though, because it's printed backwards. Like, this is the front cover, but to get to the front of the book, you got to go to the back of it. It's crazy. So it's like, I think it's probably the first misprint or first error book, the only error book for Grief, and it was Frank had it in his collection. What's up, Count Von? What's up, Chaos? Yeah, so signed it for your boy, and I just thought that was really cool. The freaking printed backwards though, it's crazy. He's like, if you care, he's like, I don't know if you care about that. I'm like, dude, I just want to read that awesome book because I'm such a fan of Dead End Kids. Literally one of my favorite books. So yeah, The Dark. I am so pumped to read that. Then we got The Rejected, Dead Girl. Dude, I've always wanted to read those Rejected books. I've always wanted to read those Rejected books. Which one's a dope book? I mean, all of them I've shown are dope books, but which one did you mean, Bearded? The Grief book or this one? Everything that my boy Two Guns sent me is dope as fuck. Yeah, so I've always wanted to read these. I think if I'm thinking of the right Rejected, it's like that crazy looking smiling man. This might be something different. I gotta see though. I think this is the dude. Let me see if I could show you guys. It's like a small printed book. I swear this is the one. I could be wrong. This could just be a different type of one shot. It might even be a smaller print run. Yeah, this is it though. Is this the same? You gotta tell me. Yeah, it's gotta be. I wanted this book really bad. Let me show you guys. Let me share the screen. Not crazy long. If anybody wants to stop by though. Yeah, I mean, if anybody wants to stop by, just let me know. I'll send you the link. Might as well have somebody on and talk for a few. I'm not gonna be on like crazy long though, but I'm down to hang out for a few. Let me see. How can I send? Yo, I just put Vlad Draco on my poll actually, and 1-2 would be happy to know that I ordered the. Yeah, so I think this is the same Rejected character though, from this one shot. But yeah, Kevin, you'll be happy to know that I ordered all 4 issues of White Ash and just added it to my poll. I had to do it, especially with everything going on with me on this horror kick. I just had to do it. It's like I'm like dropping books at my comic shop so that I can like be prepared for all these horror books that I'm gonna pick up. Where's my phone so I can send you the damn link? And I probably have to send it to your email though, Chaos. I just sent it to your email, Kevin and Chris. But it's to your email, Kev. I know. They're like the only one though, so I don't have much of a choice. But he's been pretty cool lately. He'd be forgetting so many books though. Like, but the thing is, like, I put Once in Future on. I'm so mad. I wanted to get that one per store, and he forgot to put it in my box. So when I came back, I called him and I'm like, "Oh, dude, you forgot to put that in my box." So I like went into my shop and I didn't know what to pick up because I'm like, "What do I even have on my pole?" It's been so weird. What up?
What's up, dude?
Not much, man. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Yeah, I know. I'm hanging on that loss.
Huh? On that loss? It happens,
Yeah.
dude. It happens.
I know. It was a good attack, though.
Yeah, it was fun. He actually had a few more technical difficulties this time, but it's everyone's first time, so
yeah. Oh yeah. Man, hosting that thing too, crazy.
What's up?
Hosting that would just be crazy too. Crazy pressure.
Yeah. You could see he's pressured a little bit too because he's not here. Like Bearded Comic Bro, is he still in the chat? Dude, Bearded Comic Bro was so fucking funny today. but like, you know, it's the first time that Bruce is doing it, so he's so focused on it. Like he just missed
Yeah.
he missed some really funny stuff. Before you came in, Bearded Comic Pro, listen, I'm gonna have trouble beating this joke, and I'm gonna admit it on your channel, but I won't admit it anywhere else. Bearded Comic Bro told them, they said something about Biggie Shack coming, or Biggie Shack's in the thing, and Bearded Comic Bro goes, "Hey Bruce, you look like the kind of guy that owns every Shack album, every Shack hip hop album," which I thought was fucking hilarious.
Oh my god.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, he's there.
Yeah.
You read that Vlad Dracul, didn't you?
I ordered it, yeah, but it's I don't know when it's coming out.
Oh no, I thought you read it. I thought I saw you said you read it on Instagram, like digital or something. I was just gonna ask you.
No, that Lord Dracul is I follow, like on Newsarama, they put out the solicits before they're in previews. And so when I see cool things, I draw. So I dropped it really early, but I didn't read it yet.
Yeah, I picked it up honestly because of you, and plus I'm just a huge monster fan, and just I've been big on the horror stuff lately. Like I'm dropping a lot of superhero books to get like a bunch of horror books that are coming out. Like I think I just read that God Killers. I don't know if issue 2 came out. I swear it didn't, but I saw it's for issue 3. It did before everything ended, before all the shops closed.
Yeah, I think that week. I have it right here. I read it. It's decent. Yeah, it's decent. That's a kind of horror that I like. The art, like I like the monster that's in it, but it has a weird pacing. You know what I mean? So I could see how someone did it.
What were you gonna say? How they didn't? What?
I could see how someone wouldn't like it. I was gonna say.
I see. It was. I get you on that pacing. Because it paces like he's trying to make it seem like it could be a movie or something. Like it's kind of like the army meets the Thing. But that's only what I read on the first issue. It could go completely south. That's just the monster that kind of gave me that vibe. You know, I don't know. I think it's going to go way different in issue 2. But
it's trying to like do other stuff, you know, with like the main guy being an American, but of like Arab descent.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? It's talking about that stuff, and then, you know, and then a monster shows up. So, I mean, maybe, you know, like maybe it'll all come together. That's why I don't like it, because it's not like I don't like it, but, you know, something has to come together with it.
Right. Trying to think. What did I went and
what other horror? I don't feel like there's a million horror books coming out.
There's not, but it feels like there's a lot. Let me see. I'll tell you. So
I had that rejected.
I added the plot. I added the rest of Red Mother because Second Street sent me sent me the first 4 issues, and then he sent me the first 3 issues of the plot. So I just got to get issue 4. And I'm gonna put that. I already put them on my poll to finish. I got that, dude. There's an awesome FOC cover for issue 5 of Red Mother that I ordered. I was lucky that I was gonna get it because cutoff was off. I'll show it to you if you want. I think it's the best cover out of all of them.
Let's see.
There was something I was about to look up. Oh,
Boom's pretty
like
good.
Boom's pretty good because they called Dead. Yeah.
Because they do pretty cool like Virgin covers. Which Aftershock title? Head what?
It's there's an Aftershock title by isn't that dope? And it's gonna be a Virgin, really cool, like you said. Yeah, I think it's the best cover out of all of them. I know everyone loved that issue 2 cover. That would be my second favorite out of them. I still got Robbie supposed to send me that one. I think he was gonna, and then he accidentally, I think, sent me the wrong cover. So, but yeah, I love that cover. And what was I gonna say before? Oh, Dead Day. I think it's by the writer Ryan Parrott. It's an Aftershock title. I don't know if it's like zombie-ish. I think there's it has a zombie thing, but with a twist. But I don't know. I thought the name sounded cool, so I'm gonna give it a shot because I do like Ryan Parrott.
Okay. He wrote he wrote something I read. I can't remember what it is though. What has he written recently?
He's doing right now. He's doing that TMNT and Power Rangers crossover.
Oh, I'm thinking of something else. He writes
Oh,
something
you're
for
talking about
Aftershock. I
Ryan?
read.
Oh yeah, Army of Darkness.
Yeah, Ryan.
But you
Okay.
might not be reading that either. That new
No.
Army of Darkness book.
That shit's funny as hell.
I know, I love it. Some people don't like it.
You know, if you're into the whole movie and the whole slapstick horror thing, it's for you. If you're not, yeah, it's not for you. It's far from you.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, no, I fucking dig it. I think it's great. And you're saying, as far as horror, the only thing I really know that's supposed to be coming out is that I'm interested in is the Jim Henson Storytime Teller thing, Ghost Story Part 2. There's an A cover, a B cover, which I got both of those, but I just found out last night there's an FOC.
I'm wondering if this is gonna be like a slasher book.
I don't
Looks
know.
like it.
That's what it looks like. It says like
Oh, you got yours like that, huh?
crafts.
Is that better? Sweet.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm gonna have to add that to my pool.
What publisher?
It's you mean the storyteller thing?
No, well, the one he just showed.
Oh.
Yeah, Jim Henson's all Dark Horse, isn't it?
No, that one's that Acacia thing, that ACACIA.
No, yeah,
Oh.
but it is no. That's it. That's like it's not that. It is that, but it's like that's like a side publisher, kind of like I don't know how to say it.
Yeah,
imprint.
no, you're right, and that was why we did it. Is because it was one under the umbrella type corporations. You know what I mean? It wasn't a main thing; it was a sub thing.
It's Arcadia, or I swear to
Acacia,
God, I thought Arcacia, maybe RACAR.
Yeah.
No, sorry, ARCHAIA. I totally kept forgetting the A in the beginning.
Yeah, and I threw a whole different name out there myself.
You know what? That's weird because I thought it was like Dark Horse like combining with Arcacia.
No, and that's why I forgot who they're under. They're under somebody, but they are their own thing, so it allows people to go ahead and do the whole ownership thing. But yeah, that was one of the reasons why we did it on Thespian Theater, is because it's its own little sub thing. It's small.
So Two Gun also sent me this. He said he just read this and he said it was really good. Another horror book.
Two Gun's really nice to you,
dude.
Yeah.
I fucking love Two Gun. He read these like super quick, and he's like, "Yo, I sent them out already." I'm like, "You read them that quick?" Because Source Point did the free comic book day, but he gave me more than just that. And for some reason, they wouldn't send to my house. It's the weirdest thing. They're like, "We cannot ship to this address," or like Ohio's off limits, I guess, for some reason. So I was like, "Okay."
That's weird.
And he's like, he might have even ordered, like, he couldn't order all the books. I think he ordered some books twice, but some sold out. So he's like, whatever I could get doubles of, I gave you, and whatever not, because he knew there was maybe a couple horror books. Well, we wanted that seance room, but that shit sold out super quick. I think it was the writer of RV9.
I got a stack of those. I got a stack of them, but they went to my grandmother's address, so I haven't been out there. I haven't been over there yet. But I did 2 days of it, then I forgot about it. Well, I wasn't sure how the shipping worked. That was the only thing, right? Like they were doing free stuff every day, but
not really.
Like I didn't want to keep paying the shipping.
Yeah, but that was the thing, is there were selective days on selective products, and I was being stupid, and all I did was just choose one day and choose one product. So all I got was one book.
Ask Two Gun. I don't think they didn't restock anything. Like, we never could get seance room, and shit just was selling out. They weren't adding new stuff. And like I only checked for 3 days, so they could have. But when I checked every day, they never added anything new. It was all the same shit every time. So I don't know.
I was getting an email. I was getting an email with new books on it.
Really? That's so weird.
And I was too, but every time I got there, everything was already taken up. That's why I decided, you know what, fuck it. I'm happy with one book. I'll get one book for $2, and I'll just call it quits.
That's all they charge you?
Yeah, Bearded. He's in Ohio.
Oh, I know. Well, yeah. I'm in California, so I mean it's fucking LAX is just like right over there. So I mean it hubs out, and yeah, I'm right here. You know, so I'm convenient. Damn, my fire went out.
Yup, I'm an Ohio guy. I'm out. Biggie's out in Ohio too.
All right.
Chumps, meta. Yeah, I know. It's funny. I just watched Bubba Hotep a couple weeks ago.
What happened?
Pales in comparison. They didn't get the Ash character nailed down. I could see. I was just reading it as if I was, hearing Bruce Campbell's voice. So I know this is another Ogre's book, I believe.
See that, and that's what I wanted to get, man. I wanted to get that. I want the writer for that thing does Ogre, and he does. Fuck, what is that other book? And I have him on Facebook, and I've been wanting to talk to him. And we've been talking. I want to do an interview because I'm starting to run out of people after Clay.
I have an Ogre's issue 3 book, but I don't know if it's this one. I think it's the first series because it's called Ogre, not Ogres. And he told Two Gun told me this one is super funny and cool. Franklin and the Ghost, and I'm really excited to check this one out.
Oh yeah. Well, that's Garrett Gunn's book.
I think I'm gonna try to. Oh really? Yeah, I saw a gun. Who's Garrett?
Yeah,
Gunn?
that's Garrett. That's the guy I interviewed last week, and I gave out that trade. Actually, that was the only book I reordered because I gave out the trade.
Oh, this is.
You read it?
There's damn.
It's and the book that I got for $2, one guy said in the chat, he's like, "Fuck, I paid $43.15 for that book, and you just bought it for $2."
This issue 1 is huge. No, this is just an issue 1. Or is it a trade? But it looks like a mini trade. This is not just an issue 1. This is huge.
Oh, okay. Then you got the trade.
That's a one shot. Actually, no. Yeah.
That's what the usually is.
They're actually thicker. He doesn't, Garrett. If you listen to the interview, he goes, I don't like putting in all my energy into just writing a 28-page book, and then everyone's like, all right, when's the next book come out? And it takes him 6 months to fucking do. So he's like, fuck this. I'm gonna start doing things that are 56 pages and shit. That way people can give me a little time.
Skyland. Yeah, that's the cool thing I kind of like about Source Point is they only do like mini series or like one shots. So
what I recommend,
it's not like you're getting invested into much. You're just either getting a little mini series or you get a dope one shot, but
because of the success of Garrett being not only because of him being home and selling all his stuff, but his Kickstarter did so well, and then him leading up to the show that he was only supposed to do a one shot that I know of Warcorns. But because of the success in just the past 2 weeks, they just released day before yesterday and announced they're doing a miniseries, 4-issue miniseries of Warcorns. So I suggest if you like that, that story, man, go jump on it quick because Warcorns is coming out, I believe, next month, and then the miniseries will follow probably 2 months after.
For sure. So next we got the Box Masters. I think Billy Bob Thornton had a hand in this. That's actually him. I swear to God, on the cover.
Making yourself big. Make so big, Dylan.
Yeah, make so big.
Put us on the side or whatever.
I think this is another one shot, but it says real life rock stars Bud, Billy Bob Thornton, JD, Andrew, and Ted Andretti's are featured in the unprecedented sci-fi adventure that will rock you through time.
So the best part about Dylan is that whenever he shows a cover, he sees an actor.
I knew you were going to say that. But that's Billy Bob Thornton. Did you hear my intro for
I came in
the tournament?
Oh, I did. Wait, what happened?
You didn't hear it, so you want me to tell you what I told Bruce to do?
I heard it. I just don't remember it now.
I was like, the guy who yells at Perry more than anyone about his lack of movie and comic book knowledge, the guy who gets pissed anytime you talk bad about Donny Cates or the Web of Venom, Good Son book.
I heard that part. I remember that part.
Also, always letting the community know the variant cover for the Resistance has Ed Harris on the cover.
Oh, I missed that part. I didn't hear him read that. Did he read that?
Dude, I go out, I didn't even catch it. I heard it, but I didn't catch it.
Oh, well, Bearded, you're sort of new. Like, do you know all the shit we gave him for him always telling us?
No.
I don't know when you popped in. Like when you popped in, like to the community.
So I just got into the community. I mean, actively probably within the last month. I did videos like in January once a month, but I wasn't active till like a month ago.
I feel like I've been your subscriber since like 1993.
Well, fantastic.
Well, anyway, Dylan, I guess one night everyone was drinking. Dylan doesn't really drink though, so he just acts drunk. And he kept showing the resistance, and he kept talking about how much it looked like Ed Harris.
Oh wow, we got a wizard, man.
I need to see that
nice.
cover now.
That's a great wizard.
This is a badass wizard. I've never owned a wizard, so I'm like excited to look at one of these.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a throwback.
I've never even seen one.
You serious?
I've never seen one.
Making me feel old as fuck.
It's a magazine.
Someone's about to be divergent.
I know, right?
Did you just open a wizard and then you went, oh, it's a magazine? Did you just do that right now?
No, I knew it was a magazine.
Oh, okay. I thought you opened it and then were disappointed it was a magazine.
No. I knew it was a magazine. I was saying like I just have never seen one. I knew it was an old comic magazine.
Hey, do this for me. Do this for me, Dylan. Somewhere in the back of that wizard before the price guide is the top 10 list. So back in the day, this was like the Comic Tom top 10 list that everyone bitched about. So
it's about 3 to 4 pages from the back.
Tell us what's on the top 10 list, and let's see if it's still hot.
Yes.
Please.
Keys.
Wait, before you do that, what year is that? And month?
No, don't worry about it, Kevin.
Damn
let's not make this harder. It's issue number 9. So it's like 1994 or 3 or something like that. Maybe even earlier.
Shit, that'd be like 92.
You're right. Kurt Cobain was still alive when that was published.
I think it's 92.
That would have been a great question for you, Dale. What year did the United Wizard come out?
I don't see.
I probably would have.
You said after the price guide?
No, it's before the price guide. Don't listen to Kevin. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. It's before the price guide, so that's at least 25 pages.
Oh, here it is. April 1992. Hey, that's funny because I'm born in April.
Wow.
There you go. But in 2006.
No, not 94 actually. Top 10. Number 10 being Darkhawk. Number 1. Funny, my boy just sent me some Darkhawk.
That's a dollar book.
Okay, this isn't Amazing Spider-Man 361. First Carnage. That's actually a super hot book right now.
Super hot. What day? When was that? When was that published? It says it's
April.
When was
April 92.
No. Amazing Spider-Man 361.
This says May 1992. It doesn't say the date it was published. Somebody in the chat.
That's what I mean.
Look it up. I'm sure you can look it up.
What's number 8?
Ghost Rider number 1.
Yep, I got that too.
Danny Ketch. Well, that's another dollar book.
Uncanny X-Men 282. First Bishop.
Oh, that's a little bit more expensive.
There you go.
And even that Danny Ketch is $10.
X Factor.
Oh, you can find it for $1.
24.
That's Angel. That's Archangel, isn't it?
That's something with Angel.
I think that's.
Let me see the cover. Show the cover, dude.
Yeah.
That's first Archangel.
There it is. I think I got that too.
Yeah, I have that.
Uncanny X-Men 268. The back again for the first time ever cover.
I don't even know what that is.
Hey, do I?
You don't know what that is? That one that I think Jim Lee gets made fun of for, or because it's like they say it's like back again for the first time ever.
Oh, okay. No, I've seen that. Yeah, that's funny.
We'd have to look through my shit.
That cover is badass though.
I doubt it.
Okay.
And Wolvie.
Yeah, I doubt I have it. But
number 4 is Uncanny X-Men 266. First Gambit. Is that?
I bought that.
Storm?
No, it's not. I bought that in the 7-Eleven, and I traded it in high school for
Really?
Spawn #1. Yeah.
Hey, not a bad trade though.
No,
No,
I mean,
my God. Oh,
I'm
fuck.
fucking with you.
That was nice of you to try not to make him feel bad, but damn.
I'm trying to get a hold of my friend because
auto chaos
because I bought that at a 7-Eleven. I don't even want, dude. It's probably like a 2.0 grade, but I want the one I bought at the 7-Eleven, and I
Sure.
think I could get it for him. But my buddy he lives in Singapore now, so I'm hoping he still has it at his house or something.
So number 3 is Uncanny X-Men 248.
It's all X-Men.
Yeah, but that was a setup for Executioner song. All that.
Yeah, still a
Number
dollar book. And
No, absolutely.
Oh, Mr. Liefeld in his popular days.
First
New
cable.
Mutants number 87. Yep.
Ooh. Show,
Yeah.
show the picture of his feet. Show the feet.
It's
See, what I
not. It's a
thought
bust.
I know.
Do you hear how many books were out at that time? There were so many books. I had no idea what to buy. And at the time, there was just too much. You know,
What's
I
number
couldn't
one?
buy them.
Number 1 is Uncanny X-Men 201.
Oh, the X-Men.
What's that?
I didn't have that either.
Something with
What is
Spawn.
the 201? Okay, now Dylan, go to the price guide and find out what Hulk 181 costs in 1992. I think it's gonna be like $200.
I think it would be about 400.
Well, okay, 400. I thought you were gonna say something actually different.
No. I think it'd be because if I recall, I was going down the scale during that time, and one of the only things that I was able to afford at the time was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 2.
Well, if you weren't doing cocaine, you maybe could afford that Hulk.
I just had got my real career in my union, and I was really constant. That's why I was getting out of collecting comics, and I was really focusing in IA. Here I am 30 years later.
I'm never gonna find this. I can't.
Well, it's under Incredible. Start with I.
I know. I don't. This is all like weird. There aren't like it skips the eyes. I just feel like
Maybe it doesn't do Incredible Hulk. Huh? Dollar book. He's being funny. Two Gun said it's first Jim Lee. It's first Jim Lee on Uncanny. That makes sense.
Okay.
see Incredible Hulk, but I don't know how to.
No 181. 181's got to be there because Wolverine was super popular.
It has to be there. All that shit was there. I remember
181, $265.
Wow. Now it's going for like five grand for a bad copy.
That's
180 for 75.
180. Oh,
That's
okay.
Wolverine cameo.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? That's interesting that you read the 180 because you know how like when we were arguing with Drew, you were in the chat then, Dylan. We looked at that old superhero card, and that old superhero card said it was 180 was the first appearance.
I have that. Remember that? I was the one who showed it. I have that card.
Yeah, exactly. And but what's funny is that we all just assume CGC made that decision. But even right here, the market was calling 181 more expensive. In 1992, the market thought 181 was more expensive. So
have you guys seen that? What was that? CBCS or CGC was teasing that they're going to start grading cards. That's one of those cards I just whipped out to go ahead and I want to get that shit graded. And I actually have a bunch of old cards from back in the day that I want to get graded.
Well, there's a bunch of card grading services. All sports cards get graded right now. Here we go.
Let's
but they'll grade your other ones. Let's see what this is.
Yeah.
I have a box of big piece trading cards. Will they grade those?
Whoa!
Fucking way!
Whoa! What the hell is this?
Are you kidding me?
Dang.
No way.
Did you know?
What you're talking about? No, I had no clue. That's why I said
this.
Two Gun. I kept that on there purposely.
Holy shit, dude.
Dang, Two-Gun, you
Fuck
too.
Two Gun.
Wow.
Because when I opened the package, I just saw this. It just said,
Where's
like,
Two Gun
open
from?
back.
Where's Two Gun
Uh,
from?
California. I'm
Yeah,
not
I think he's down to San Diego.
Dang, son.
Ooh, yo, I
He
think-
definitely wants you to suck his dick, dude. You're gonna have to go to San Diego. You have that's what he's telling you here without any words.
I think
He
he was
Hey,
like it was
hey,
really good.
Hey, Dylan,
Really
look
good
at the
copy,
corner.
no
Look at the
soundtrack.
corner. It's a fucking newsstand.
It's a
Oh
newsstand
yeah, he
too.
just said that. He just said that.
Dang.
Holy shit.
Dude.
That's a hell of a book, dude. Hey, Dylan, if you win TK's contest now, you got to let me have that.
I get the statue then.
You get of course you get the statue. You just give me Carnage.
Dude, oh my god. We were just saying this was number 82 in that magazine. How
Back
funny
in
is that?
92. Dang.
Yeah, it came out right then. It's actually it's actually the first Carnage is worth more than first Cable, isn't it?
Yeah, oh God,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it's actually I'm surprised at that, but yeah, it's actually
Crazy.
the biggest book on the list.
That
In
is-
1992, I would have bet on Ghost Rider.
he sent the
How
only
did
like,
Gambit's pretty high.
No, this is bigger than Gambit.
Well,
First
yeah,
Gambit's
but
not. Yeah,
It's up there. I would say first Gambit's a bit higher than Cable though.
I don't see Gambit being a long-term player.
Well, if they don't
what
do
are you talking
anything-
about?
No, what I mean by that is I see when it comes to movie-related industry and making money, I don't see Gambit being the long-term player on that.
Man,
I mean, this is.
I see it being symbiote related. So I see it Venom. I see it Carnage. I see all that. I can't see Gambit turning the long-term profit for the Disney Marvel industry.
I don't know if Woody Harrelson can play Carnage.
Might
I
take
feel
a
they
shot
can
in
make
the back.
someone pop off as Gambit.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just look at the
Too
extent
funny.
that they've turned these symbiotes into, you know, and how
shot in the mouth.
you know that was
already
actually a point that I
know.
was going to get to is when I
I
bought.
was already thinking of that too, Gun.
I remember back in the 90s when all this symbiote shit was happening, and I remember people talking about the oversaturation of all this symbiote stuff, and people were boycotting it, and they're like, "Oh, I ain't gonna buy this, I ain't gonna buy that. It's just too oversaturated." Well, now look.
Bro, this thing is in great condition too. No spine ticks.
I'm looking for wood to burn.
I wonder if this would be a higher grade than the one TK had. I forget what was his.
I
It was
think
like an
it's killer.
8.0. There's
Who
like
knows?
only one real little flaw I could see on like the cover, like at the bottom.
The
He
only
told me
flaw
to.
I could see is you own it.
I
No,
fucking knew you were gonna say that too.
This is like he sent me. I think is that Todd McFarlane technically Amazing Spider-Man? Because I think it just says Spider-Man on the cover. This is my first ASM like book period, let alone Grail, dude.
Yeah, Todd
I
had his
think-
own Spider-Man.
I think this is my legit
Also.
like Grail. I think this is my biggest book I have, dude.
Now what you
thank
got to do is you got to get
And
the other
that's-
15. You know that
Dude.
that's part 1 of 15, right?
Oh, Maximum Carnage, yeah.
Kev, I'll send you my Hawkeye free fall issues to toss.
So
in the
hopefully Two Gun will hook you up on that, right, Two Gun? You got 15 more to go.
Yeah. Two Gun, get to work. Dylan needs you to give him more comics.
Yeah, it's a 15-part series. Yeah,
Yeah.
I bet you never. Yeah, you get this pressed, you get it up to a 9.6 or something. Either way, dude. I don't really do that with books though, so I'm just happy to put this up, bro. And I knew when I was looking and I could see a top loader, I'm like, what did he send me? I had no clue. That's why I knew I wanted to do this live stream because I did the first box he sent me live stream. So I was like, it's only right if I unbox the other one live. And then when I saw that, I'm like, dude, because I just thought he was sending me the Source Point books that he
That's
got.
hell of an AO.
I like how he did that presentation, little pull
Yeah.
tab fucking unveiling. Shit. That was
I didn't
badass.
even know. I thought it was just like taped on front. So then when I just saw the tape, I was like, I got a perfect unveil, man.
That's a hell of an AOK, though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, yo, I'm gonna sound like a huge rookie, but I gotta know it, and I'd rather just ask you guys, what is the difference from newsstand and whatever? Because I don't own
Newsstand was just harder to come by in better condition, correct?
Well, the newsstands, no, they're harder to find in better condition because they were like in the 7-Eleven and grocery stores,
and not direct like
not to the dirt. So
and that was
that's what,
that was one of the issues that people were saying that back in the day, that they wanted a single distributor, is because there was multiple distributors and multiple vendors, and some vendors would take these things and cram them inside of these turnstiles. Other vendors would actually take care of them. So depending on where you went, also dictating the condition. Now 7-Elevens, they actually had a magazine rack up against the counter. They had magazines that stood, and they would put the comics there too, along with like Mad magazines and shit. So those conditions were a lot of times better. But if you actually went to a traditional CVS type store, or what was it, the ice cream, help me out, Chaos, you used to get ice cream there, right?
I don't fucking know.
No, the Save-On drugstore places like that, where you get the ice cream things. But
I mean, literally, it was called Save-On.
Cram the books in there, and yeah, kids would come in there, read them, and cram back in there. So to get a newsstand was difficult to get in any decent grade. And a lot of times they weren't selling as many. Those are the ones you could rip off the cover and take them, and they would take them back.
Yeah. So people go after newsstands.
Yep.
I like the little Spidey or Captain America picture in the bottom, but the newsstands are always worth more.
Bro, it just looks so dope, like sitting up there.
What if it just fell right now?
Stop it!
He fucked up the corner. He's all, pew, I'm sorry, pew pew.
My bad, dude.
That's your dope cover, though, man.
Dude, that's a.
Oh, it is. Dude, when I saw the bottom,
like staring at it.
When I saw the bottom, I was like, "Is that a facsimile?" I was like, "No, he wouldn't say to open it last. That's freaking crazy."
That's out there. You only unveiled 10% of it. I knew exactly what that shit was.
Yeah, that's up there for like.
I did it slowly, so I saw that too. I'm like, oh no way.
That's up there for best AOK. That's one of the better. That's one of the best AOKs I've seen.
Yep.
And it's not like that's all he sent me too. He sent me a big ass stack of books on top of that, dude.
Crazy.
Too good. What the fuck's wrong with you? I mean, I just ask, what's going on here?
Do you need friends, Two-Gun? Like,
I know. Hey, you don't have to send me anything, Two-Gun. I'll just be your friend.
I think he told me once, he's like, I got too many books and I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. So he's like, I'd rather let you get them so you can enjoy them now.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome. That's way awesome.
And he's just an awesome dude, man. Fucking awesome.
He's one of those guys. There's like maybe 5 guys that are definitely in the comic community, but I think we actually have seen Two-Gun, but that you almost never see in chats. Like Two-Gun's one, although I think he has been once or twice. Joey Bag of Sevens is another, always in the chats. You never see him. Chris Barrett, he's in the chat. That guy doesn't get on.
Yeah.
That's true.
There's a couple other guys where you never see they don't do videos, but they're definitely like community people. You see them everywhere. People know them. They got wrenches and stuff. Aggressively does videos, but you don't ever see this guy.
Well, that's true too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love these Predator books that he sent me, man. These covers are
sick. Oh, I have that. I have that one. It's awesome.
Did you see it? Did you see him?
I didn't see those. Yeah, I just unboxed some Alien and Predator stuff today too.
I watched that video.
I thought that was Terminator. I didn't see it. Was that just on the live stream?
There was one Predator in there. It was in the live stream, but there was a Predator in there.
But you spoke about the characters of the time and how there a lot of things were just made as characters of the time, and it took good writers to go ahead and write around the characters.
Yeah,
and, I have to agree in some regards. You're spot on, because that's really kind of what it was. It was almost an oversaturation of individuals that said they had great ideas for new characters, but they had no fucking. The characters had no story, no plot, nothing behind them. They just had a piece of art. That was it.
Yeah, it was an artist focused period, which is cool too. You know what I mean? So, but the
Right.
artist focused period was like, let me draw this cool ass stuff, and then you had to get like it took a long time for Venom to get a a good story behind him. And Maximum Carnage is as important as that is. That's actually not the best story. Like it's 14 issues of meandering.
The cool thing is what I believe it was trying to do, as incoherent as it was trying to do it, is it was trying to set up a long-term play. That's why
Yeah.
there's so many issues doing this crossover thing, and like many crossover things, when you have too many writers that are not getting together on the whole story, it just turns into mishmash, But it did set up a lot of cool characters that we have today, which is the whole Absolute Carnage thing event that happened last year was all based off that storyline.
Yeah, spun off of it. Dude, look at Aggressively's comment. He says, that's hilarious. He goes, I'm sending AOKs that have a ton of pageantry and build up to the last comic. It'll be horrible. It'll be like
It'll
be like some
for
old
everyone now.
Yeah, it'll be a Ravage 2099 number 6.
Wait a minute. I might have that.
I have it as just a dollar book. I love the 2099.
Well, you and I have a lot of the same fucking shit, which is funny to me. But I mean, you're the quality that you don't mind. It would actually irritate me because of how I keep my stuff. So it would just. It's funny because we have the same shit, but you and I look at it so differently.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. They're funny books. Man, show that second Predator again and make your screen big. I can't remember if I have that or not. The one that you just showed.
Which one? The second one?
I don't know. Show them both again.
Sure.
That's issue 2.
Yeah.
Not that one.
It's issue
that one's
3.
cool too, though. Big Game.
Now see that I like.
Yeah, I don't know if I've read this one.
And that
That's
one
cool,
too.
So someone showed the first appearance of Doomsday, and I forgot that he came out in that full body suit. It made me think of Predator. You know what I mean? Because Doomsday actually falls into that too, by the way, Kevin, for me. Like, really cool designed character. Too deep at first. Oh, I have that. That's cool.
I know. All that shit. I like.
Hey, Alan Moore actually wrote those.
Alan Moore wrote these. I'm so excited to read this.
Yeah, Alan Moore wrote that Violator stuff. So that's not, people don't realize, it's not like his best work, but people don't realize that that's actually an Alan Moore book.
Huh.
Yeah, it doesn't say anybody on it, so I was wondering who wrote it.
Huh.
Yeah, or maybe Violator wrote it.
Probably didn't. Well, Alan Moore he did one issue of Spawn though too, didn't he? At some point.
Yeah, he did Spawn number 8, where they went to hell.
Yep.
Really? I thought Todd has consecutively always wrote it.
No, well, he wrote. So listen, you could tell that Todd McFarlane had one idea, and he got to like issue 6 or 7, and then was like, "Holy shit, I'm not a writer." And then he went, and then Spawn was super huge, and he paid Neil Gaiman.
Yep.
Dave Sim that did Cerebus and Alan Moore to do 3 issues. So
and
that's nice.
It was on like 7, 8, like right away, early on.
Well, even what is that, Silvestri? What is that, Silvestri on number 8 or something like that? Anyways, if you look to see what he did, like just what Chaos said, after 6, from 7 all the way up to 13, he had help, and he used all those people to mentor his ass.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it was a fucking crash course in brain surgery for his ass. Once, like you said, once he got 6 issues deep, because he already had those pre-written. He had no idea it was going to do as well as it did after that.
Yeah. I love Darkhawk, and you can get almost every Darkhawk book for $1 or less. So.
Yeah. You ever read The Rejected, Chaos?
I have that exact Rejected, and I didn't read it. I bought it like when it came out, like Halloween time.
Yeah.
And then
I always wanted to read this Rejected. I was showing.
What do you?
This was the first one, I think.
Oh yeah, I don't have that one.
That's the first one, and it was a small print run, I think.
What do you collect, Bearded? Since you're pretty new.
Man, so I'm getting anything that's new right now. I collected when I was a kid, and I got out of the game for 15 years. So
you're into anything that's new right now. So nothing.
Yeah, right.
I don't even collect
right now. Man, I've been doing everything and anything I can get my hands on that's new release. Trying to now slowly get some keys that I can when. But I'm anything Batman, and then I'm really odd that I have a strange obsession with Dick Tracy because that was a childhood.
That's cool.
I love Dick Tracy.
Anything I can get of those golden.
I wish I had some comics of him. I love that movie growing up, man.
That is a great movie.
I'm a huge Batman guy too. Like I've been dropping a lot of superhero books because I'm going like full indie.
Yep.
But I'm also going, I told you, I'm going like full horror indie. Like that's like my niche. I found while this COVID shit's going on, I'm like, you know what, man? I really just enjoy all these horror books that I'm reading. Not like everyone, obviously, but there's been so many good ones coming out, like indie wise. Yeah, man, I was just collecting a lot of those while COVID was going, while this is still going on.
Yeah, I have like 3 that you would consider, and you can't even consider them horror series, newer ones like Bad Reception and DC Black Label stuff that Joe Hill.
Those are horror for sure. The Joe Hill stuff's horror for sure.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I feel like Basket Full of Heads. I don't know. It's like
it's kind of horror.
Yeah, what cheesy 80s horror? That's still horror,
I guess.
Hey, that's the best horror.
If you asked me to name like my 3 favorite horror movies, all of them would be a cheesy 80s horror movie.
You're right.
Exactly.
I'm liking that Basket Full of Heads. That's actually one of the things that's supposed to be coming out. Basket and
I got issue 6 yesterday because I finally got my books that were supposed to come out on that last week that you guys all got your books. I never got those books, so I finally got them yesterday. So I got. That's why I was at. That's why I didn't.
What is that?
It came out issue 2.
What is that?
The Sumerian.
Oh yeah, I stopped reading that. I didn't like the first one enough.
Really?
I needed more.
I honestly didn't read.
Oh, it's only 2.
Yeah.
Oh, I might get it then.
But
I needed more. I needed more TNA. I needed more TNA.
It's like Red Mail that's coming out. It's only 2 issues. You know, I mean, there's no way it doesn't. Not overinvested. You know.
That's why I want to get that Red Nails book too. I didn't read issue 1. I got that sketch cover, but I don't want to read that, so I ordered an A cover. I really don't want to open that sketch cover. It's like I think it's like a 1 in 25, and I don't own any sketch covers, and I love Conan, so that's another thing. I dropped everything Conan because that Savage Sword of Conan is garbage, or maybe it's Conan the Barbarian. No. Savage ended. Savage ended, and I did love that one. It's Conan the Barbarian.
The only Conan I've got is Savage Avengers because it's new.
Yeah.
Well, no, these Conans we're talking about are new.
Jason Aaron's not writing Conan the Barbarian anymore. I dropped it after him.
Yeah, but those I like those that Jim Zub is doing. He's like in this underground maze trying to get out, and he's like, he's killing lots of shit. He's doing his Conan stuff.
No.
I can't remember what happened in Savage. And then Jason Aaron's about to write King Conan, the new King Conan book, where Conan's
that's what I'm getting.
Yeah. Oh, hey, I heard that was good, man. I wanted to get that.
Robbie told me it was really good, so my shop
Mr. Robot? No. What is it?
Okay.
X-Ray Robot. It's supposed to be really fucking trippy, and I flipped through it, and it looks super cool, man.
It takes place in the Sandman. It has nothing to do with. It has nothing to do with Madman, Kevin, but it takes place in the Madman universe.
Yeah, it's totally.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's why I was scared to get it because I thought it was gonna be like this, like established character type thing, and Robbie's like, "No, you don't got to know nothing." Because when I read
I didn't know that. I knew I was on the fence. That was one of those things I was on the fence about. But you know what?
Tank.
It's either going to be that or the Ludocrats. And I went with the Ludocrats instead.
Finally got
I was getting it. I'm not missing Ludocrats. I love Kieran Gillen.
I had to make a decision, one or the other.
Yeah.
Well, man,
Savage Bastards. I got my Savage Bastards deal, and I forgot I have it though. I forgot I had it.
Man,
Do
if
you
that thing
need-
has all
do you
the
have
great action figures, man, then I'm in good company.
I just got I just bought the Age of Apocalypse Legends figures. They're
I
coming in a couple
got,
weeks.
I finally got my issue 5 of RV9, so I can finally read it. Oh, I'm sorry too. I meant to
Speak of the
say, you know
devil.
what up, my brother God Tank? I'm sorry, I meant to say that, and then I got caught up talking. God Tank, if you're not doing nothing, you want to come stop in real quick? I'll send you the link on IG if you're
I'm only
interested.
laughing because you went from I'm only gonna hang out for a couple minutes to
I already know though. I haven't, dude. They charged me to pay for. I bought StreamYard for 1 month, and then they fucking just charged me. Like I thought I was gonna only pay 1 month, and then they automatically charged me again. So I gotta get some type of
Gotta
StreamYard
make your money
activity. I'm not gonna go like 3 hours or nothing, but I say that, and then 3 hours.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I knew Barry is like, fuck, I gotta get to bed.
Man,
But,
I'm rocking that. I'm rocking that Midwest time here. So
Yeah, I got that Hellfighter Quinn though for 2-gun. I gotta see if I can find some more books for him. The Savage Bastards 2 though, I'm super excited to read.
So hey, I'm gonna throw some obscure news out there. I was gonna actually throw it out there with Kai, but you guys hear about what Anne Rice and her son did? Yeah, they sold their fucking. Basically, they are sold the rights, but are working in conjunction with it. I want to say it's Netflix, and they're gonna end up. They have the whole rights to. I want to say I saw 8 books, so it goes through the whole series from Interview with the Vampire all the way to the end. So the cool thing I'm all fucking frothing at the mouth about is Memnock the Devil. You know that if they do that as a Netflix film, I'm so in there, and I'm hoping that they actually come out with the shit. Maybe they'll fucking do a comic or something like that. That would be awesome.
I mean, they have comics already. I liked the Vampire Lestat the best. That was my favorite one.
But that's where they stopped because she always had control and she didn't let it go ongoing. And so now, because of their selling the rights and stuff, now there might be a lot, how should I say, freer interpretation of the storylines outside of her, and could be told. So there's so many in there.
Yeah, that'd be a great
But
Netflix show.
I look forward to so many of those things because, the Queen and the Damned, I like to be seen a little bit done better than a poorly acted Rocky Horror type show. I think it could be done considerably better. Now, to me, that was one of my favorites too.
Yo, so are you Stephen King fan?
Oh yeah,
It's like Stephen King homage cover.
Of which, what's it? I don't even know. I don't know what that's an homage for.
That Cemetery.
Exactly.
I don't know why I couldn't see that.
Well,
I have the novel for this too. Let me see. I'll show you. It's gonna take. I can show you the actual. I should just pull it up instead of like trying to fucking dig for it underneath my dresser.
Wow, that was an interesting sentence.
No, I would really like have to dig for it underneath my dresser.
Stephen King's written a lot of books. You'd have to like. I bet you if you dig for it underneath your dresser, you find Pet Sematary 2 before Pet Sematary 1.
I like Pet Sematary too. But yeah, man, I think it's like an NYC cover. Can you see it?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I love Stephen King too, so.
Yeah, you're a Stephen King guy.
I love the plot though. It's a little slow burn, but I love it, man.
Did you read them? Did you have you finished all 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. My problem with some of these books, Red Mother included, is that like they have great, like if I just would pick up one, I'd be like, man, this is really good. This is great tone, great pacing for a single book. But then,
Yeah.
like, when I think about what happened in the plot or what happened in Red Mother, I'm like, man, I dropped $16 so far on this, and I'm not. It doesn't feel like anything happened in either one.
The yeah, well, they definitely hit you with that damn cliffhanger in the plot. But I read it in trade, and I'm like, well, issue 5 is gonna start up soon. So Trinity actually tracked me down the first 3 issues.
That's
So
cool.
not that
Well, what I
cover
want to
that
do,
it was the
what I'm
regular.
excited to read, is the Joe Hill stuff. But I didn't buy it in singles, so I'm waiting for it to come in trade. Obviously, it would have been in trade by now.
Right.
Right.
But that's what I would have read. That's what I'm waiting to read because it seems like it's a little bit better plotted
For
too.
sure, yeah. It's
Yeah.
it's kind of worth it, I would say.
Did you say
And
you're reading Basketful of Heads? Period.
I've read them
I'm
all.
reading Basketball of Heads right now. Yeah.
That one.
That's the
So
best
everyone
one.
likes it. You think it's the best one?
I
That-
haven't read it. I haven't read any other Joe Hill ones, so I can't attest to
Oh,
that. But
Dollhouse is my second favorite, but to some people, Dollhouse is their favorite.
okay.
You know, and really,
It's
what it is, it's a matter of flavor in the sense that your Dollhouse is a little more complex. In the first 3 issues, it's jumping around from timelines and it's jumping around from people to give you a little bit of backstory. And if you're not into that and you can't handle that up until issue 4, you're out.
yep.
Basketball of Heads is a lot more streamlined. It's going to go ahead and hold your hand. It's going to take you through the journey. It's not going to upset you as far as what happens, as far as the twists, the turns, and what's transpiring every issue. I like that too. You know, so Kai and this is one of those. Actually, both stories of those books that Kai and I read together, and you know, he's the one that comes up with all these insights. I'm the idiot. So he and I are able to bounce these things off one another, and we're able to kind of get a better understanding. And we go some of the complex things, and then we go down to the stupid shit too, Spider Ham. So to me, as far as storyline and as far as the Black Label, these are the 2 that I recommend because these are the 2 that will allow people that are into these styles of storylines, both a little suspense and a little horror, and it doesn't disappoint.
Well, I think it taps into. I'm not the biggest horror guy either. It gets you into, if you're not a horror fan, kind of draws you in because I mean that first issue it has a very like Jaws-esque vibe to it of the small town community that brings you in and it hooks you in right there. And so because like I'm reading that and the only other horror one I'm reading right now is Bad Reception. So
I thought that ended.
I think there's still 1 issue left. I think there's
Okay.
So it did 3. I'm just looking at it now. It had 3 issues like August, September, October, and then it didn't release the 4th issue till March. So
I have issue 1 of that. I haven't read it yet though.
So Wando, he does all the everything for the book. So I'm wondering if that played into it at some point. Like he writes it, he does art, he does everything. So
Okay.
So I wonder if he's like, oh, blew up more than I expected.
It took me a minute to like Wando in Dark Arc.
Okay.
But just because I thought Dark Arc shouldn't have like that cartoony style. But I always come around with these artists whenever I'm like I don't like it at first. I always come around eventually. But Dark Arc is the shit. That's something horror that I think like it's semi horror that I think people would like. You know, it's set. Have you heard of it, Dylan?
Dark Arc, yeah.
Yeah.
That's new to me.
So-
I have not read. I have not
So
read.
Dark Arc's an aftershock, and the premise is that there's a second arc. So there's Noah's Ark that's protecting all the animals. There's a second arc with the guy that's the devil wanted to protect all the demons and like night shit. So there's 2 arcs floating around during the flood, and this one follows the Dark Arc.
Wow.
I like that.
Cullen Bunn.
I'm intrigued now.
It's awesome. Yeah, Cullen. I just finished volume 2. I reread volume 1 because I read it like a year or 2 ago and never read volume 2. So I reread volume 1 and read volume 2, and it's really good. So yeah, like fucking angels come down and they're hiding all the demons and shit back there, and they think like all kinds of crazy stuff like that, you know. So if it's horror, I like that a lot more than like a slasher.
Okay.
You know, I like it when it's like dark or evil
Yeah.
or something like that, or when it's campy evil. Like I probably would like Army of Darkness. I love the movies. I've just never read. Actually, I have read Army of Darkness comics, but like from a few years back. But
Ryan does a great job. He knows how to actually throw a lot of that campy humor into the read. So as
Yeah,
much
that's
as you see the slash and you see the blood flying across the page, you're laughing at the same time, which
Yeah.
makes it an enjoyable read.
that's funny.
Yeah. I think it's only on issue 2. We're still waiting on issue 3, obviously.
I
Oh my
think so.
God.
Still, still Dynamite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the only thing that's weird is that he's kind of got a team to like kind of mess around with, like this girl that's like giving him shit a little bit, but kind of messing with him.
That's true. That's true to the what was that, Showtime? Then when they had that ongoing series,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's true to that, because that's what ended up happening is when how he splits, his personality splits in the book and all that, and turns into those separate. That's exactly what happens in the show.
Right.
So that's why it does that, and that's, to me, that's what the first book plays on the movie, and the second book plays on the show that they did on Showtime. Which I love how they're doing the interplay, because they're saying, look, we're going to build this world, and we're going to be all inclusive. We're not going to say it's only built off this or this. We're going to say, fuck it, we're going to build it all.
Yeah.
That way, I mean, that way they can go anywhere they want, which is awesome. I like the fact that the dog can talk, and he's funny.
Dude, they're doing Bradley Golden. He's like doing a Kickstarter right now for this book that's called Sunny, and it's supposed to be like his version of like Chucky, like Child's Play. It looks dope, man. Looks dope as hell. I don't know. Did you ever read Antarctic Press stuff, Chaos? It's like one's called Leaving the Light. And that one, do you remember that Horror Comics? I think only 2 issues have come out, but it was called Horror Comics. It came out maybe 6 months ago.
I saw it, but I didn't buy it.
Yeah, I couldn't. I missed out on it too. But yeah, I was talking to him, and that shit sounded cool as hell. That's what I pre-ordered the trade for. That You Are Obsolete. It's supposed to be like kind of like a Children of the Corn type thing. I felt like when I read the solicits.
I think I thought I had that trade.
I never picked it up.
Yeah, they just released the trade, or like they put solicits out for the trade. So it just finally. It's for Aftershock. Because I got that notification, an email about like Dead Day and God Killers 3, and that's why I was like, oh shit. I was like, did issue 2 come out? I meant to ask you, is it worth picking up, you think? Or is it something you think I could let pass me by?
You Are Obsolete?
No, God Killers.
Didn't that get optioned?
I mean, I'm reading them. It doesn't matter to me if they get optioned. But
no.
I don't know, dude. If you read, I don't know. If you like number 1, then you can continue because number 2 is similar.
All right. Does it get more?
Like
the monster thing is what really drew me in at the end.
Yeah, I agree because you didn't get the monster till the end. So yeah, there's definitely more monster in number 2.
Okay, because I was gonna say if it's I was like, oh yeah, it's good. It was good, but though if it was just like that, I wouldn't probably care to get an issue 2. But the monster drew me in, where I'm like, oh, now I'm really intrigued.
it was a cool looking monster
with the ring and stuff. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I kind of see where they might go with this. And then once that monster happened at the end, I was like, oh, this could be cool.
Yeah, there's a lot more monster in issue 2.
Was that good? Second Street, or why did I fucking say Second Street? Trinity. Was that series good? I really want to check that out. It sounded so creepy.
Which one is he talking about?
You are. It was like where is it? Maybe like Scotland, London. These kids are like killing adults when they turn the age of 40 or something. And the girl on the
decide if they're worthy to keep going. It's almost like a play on Logan's Run, but the control is under the younger generation, and they decide if they're actually, worthy. That was my understanding.
Yeah,
and the cover was just creepy.
Yeah, right. Look at that. That was fucking gnarly.
I thought I had You Are Absolute here.
okay. I have to read it all again. It's a little heavy. I didn't get my Punisher 6 either.
I need to read this. I got.
But yeah, I remember. I think I forgot to say, like somebody was saying about my comic shop. You know, for a while he was a little messing up a little bit, but he's gotten a little better. I still got to bring a list in, man, because he'd be forgetting shit. But when he forgot to put Once in Future in my box, he gave it to me for free. So,
Future is a good series, so.
I like
I
it a lot.
Certain things, like I'll buy the trade and I'll be like, oh my God, I got to track this down in issue so I can be caught up for the second series. Like that was so good. I only have the trade still. Like the plot, I wanted to get the 4 issues. So when issue 5 comes out, I'll just have the series. Because I think that's only going to be like 8 issues anyways. Yeah, I want to read that.
So this right here, if you like Little Bird, this is the artist, Ian Bertram from Little Bird. And this book was awesome. This was more horror than Little Bird is. Peter J. Oh, you like Tomasi, right? He's writing Batman, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. Bearded. I'm a huge anything Batman. I always pick up.
So I mean, everything I own is Batman.
He is my all-time favorite DC character.
Are you all stoked for the whole death metal thing happening?
So here's the deal. Happened? I'm probably one of the only Batman fans I feel that like doesn't love Scott Snyder on Batman.
No. I'm with you.
I don't like now I say that with Court of Owls was fantastic and it was one of the best, but like
I don't love it.
But I don't hate it by any means. I just don't love it as much as most people do, I think. That's
exactly.
I still have my goal right now is trying to run through and get all the volume 2 and volume 1 because when I got back into collecting, it was right after issue 50, so it was like 55, so right after the wedding.
For Tom King though.
For Tom King's run.
You switched to Tom King.
I went back and got all of those, and now I'm trying because I mean, when I was a kid, I was reading Nightfall, so I was reading all the Grant Nolan stuff and all freaking
the whole series
through the ridiculously long Batman ears. That was what I grew up on. So I'm trying to go back and collect. And as I've been reading the 52, like I like it, but I just don't love it as much, I think, as people have hyped it. So
I still haven't read Court of Owls, but I read like Death in the Family. I didn't read Court of Owls. And Death of the Family was good, but
Court of Owls is 10 times better, in my opinion.
I gotta read it. That when I was first going to the shop, I picked Death in the Family because of the cool Joker and stuff in it over Court of Owls because I had no idea like about anything. But yeah, man, like I've always felt that with Scott Snyder. Like I don't like love his work. Like it's good and I can see what he's doing. Like he has really dope ideas. I just think sometimes he doesn't execute it in the right way, if that makes sense. Like I don't know. Like some of his ideas are badass, you know? Like I feel like he's a dope idea, man. But sometimes it doesn't always translate to paper in the right way. Maybe it's the way he writes it.
Yeah. So
that's what can happen.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for the new series. I mean, I when I was going through, I got all the trades for all the Dark Knight metal and stuff like that.
I still got to read Dark Knight's metal.
And I went to a con back in November down in Louisville, Kentucky, and saw Greg Capullo and stuff. So, I mean, does good stuff too. So like, I love it. I just don't think I like it as much as everyone else loves it.
I really thought that Last Night on Earth, I think it was that 3 issue.
They did a 3 issue. Yep.
I thought that shit started off fantastic and it had a really bad ending. Not bad, but it just, it got a huge delay and something happened where I feel like it just didn't end that great, but it started off fantastic. I love that stuff with him walking around in the desert with the damn, Joker. Yeah. That was just so funny. There was some really great things about that 3-issue series, but
so I bought those, but I had to take a bat break. After Tom King finished, I had to take a little bat break. So the only Batman I'm reading is the Warren Ellis one right now.
That's the one.
Batman's great. It's
I
great.
only
Yeah.
got issue
I've-
1 and I didn't really like it.
I
Yeah.
liked it. I feel like, I mean, I don't, the last 2 issues, like that you can do a comic where it reminds me very much of like the G.I. Joe Snake Eyes, where there's no words. Like half the last 2 issues, it was just Batman being BA and just dominating.
Well, it's crazy because Warren Ellis is known for being like a heavily plotting guy,
Right.
like Planetary and stuff. But his books, it's not only Batman. It's like lately his books, with the exception of like Trees, have been like action books, like Cemetery Beach. It was like a 6-issue action book. Like he was drawing action. And then if you guys have watched Castlevania, you know that. Like you haven't watched Castlevania, so he wrote that
My
on
son
Netflix.
does.
Okay.
Yeah, my son does. I don't.
Yeah,
Oh, it's the shit.
either.
It's
I need to
incredible. And but that's a huge action story. Like he's like he seems like he's become way into like scripting action scenes lately. And those Batman fight scenes have been great.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can
I'm
see that.
loving Batman right now, though. Detective Comics, I finally get to read that 2nd issue for Two-Face. That's all I got right now is Detective and Batman.
Yep.
That's enough because I'm like double cover buying with Batman right now.
That's
So-
crazy.
Sorry.
That's crazy.
I told
No,
you it's a
don't do that,
fucking
Dylan.
rabbit hole, Dylan. Once you
No,
start,
yeah.
man.
Badass. No, you're good. It's not like I buy that for everything. I love Batman. And yeah, I probably shouldn't but I wanted to get that Art Germ punchline. I wanted to get the Matina punchline.
Matina has been doing all his variants, so they're super dope for the Batman. So it's tough
I
not
know.
to.
The only
Yeah.
bummer that I didn't get the 89 Matina. That's my biggest bummer. I wanted that
Yeah, I
89.
didn't do it either. I was offered it, and the guy's like, "Hey, you want this?" I said, "No, it's all right."
Yeah, I have the A cover.
That could have been mine. You don't even like Batman.
I know. I don't even read the shit. Yeah, I only bought it because you pushed. I told you, he pushed the shit on me.
That's funny.
For real.
I think
And of course, the Matina is worth more. The Matina for 89 is worth more than the main.
I know.
I don't know if that stays. I don't know if it'll stay that way.
For Hellraiser as well.
And see, and that's how I am too, Chaos, because I've always looked, because like you know, we're from the 90s, so it's always been that these variants will take off initially, but it's always the cover A everyone comes back to. I want a first print cover A. You know, that's what everyone goes
Seems
right
like
back
it.
to. Well, I mean, because if you're a real purist, you know, that's what you end up going for first. Then you go with everything else. Then I want that 1 in 25 or that 1 in 100. But usually, especially if you are going to read that fucking story, or if you did read the story and you're trying to reobtain your childhood, you're going for that first print cover.
Yep.
You know, it just tends to work out that. Or in the case of that fucker right there, you get a fucking newsstand, and then you're like, damn right, this is what I did. Fuck the cover A. Give me a newsstand.
Hell
There you
yeah.
go.
That shit is beautiful.
Hey Dylan.
You guys
Hey,
look
Dylan.
them up.
Hey Dylan, can you read the number by my name?
98, 94.
That's the record. That's what I scored against Bueller.
Yeah.
You scored like 3,000.
No, I didn't.
What did you score? Like 4,000?
Like 6 or 7.
No, you didn't.
No,
I
You
got-
didn't.
Wait, no, it was 5. I should have got 6.
we were like 5. But it should have
Yeah.
been 6 because we both had.
No.
Yeah. No, because he
So
got.
he was. I don't think you were, dude. I think you were like 4,500 or something like that.
989.
I don't need to keep statistics.
Oh, I do.
Don't even make me say it.
I do. I'm making everyone hate me. It's great. Reminds me of playing basketball again.
You're gonna get a shirt made?
Biggie
No,
was like making, you could tell Biggie was mad, but he didn't want to take it.
For your
Like,
next episode on the trivia, just rock a shirt. Don't mention it, but just have it literally just say 9894.
That's what I was saying. Have a shirt made.
Yeah.
Just sit there until someone like comments and like you.
Oh, Stephanie will comment in 2 seconds.
As soon as I know who 9894 was in that trivia tournament in the.
No, it was Bearded. That was Bearded Comic Bro. He did that.
Yeah, I did that. I was the one above him.
Oh, I got.
Yeah, I've been screaming it. But hey, John, if you didn't watch it, if you didn't watch the replay of the other days, Dylan, so John stayed on, and he did a round of questions that he already had heard.
Yeah.
Right. He watched the day before. He did those questions again and scored like 11,000.
Yeah.
So now he's running around saying he scored 11,000.
Yeah. So wait, there's a chance you could get the same questions?
It was
No. He lost, and they just did another round.
So like the round we did as a practice round, Dylan, that was probably the 9th time I've played that freaking round.
Right.
Because it was the same round they did on practice round. It's the same round they did every single episode for anyone else. And it was like the same round they did when John got like a 1,100. Like
11,000. So I'm gonna win this tournament.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna win this tournament. I'm gonna retire, and then I'm gonna help Bruce write some questions. And there's not gonna be any year questions.
Dude, that was so surprising. We didn't get any year questions on our round, and we still sucked, Dylan.
Yeah, you didn't get any year questions. What was the other funny thing was that he goes, "Hey, we fixed the year questions. There's no more year questions on that second day." And then there was a bunch of year questions.
Dude, that one, there was like literally 4 in one.
It's cool. It's cool.
It's tough.
I have a history. Oh yeah, the year questions are tough.
Well, it's tough to create trivia, so props.
It is
doing it.
Oh yeah, he's doing a great job, especially for the first time around. And like people are like, I don't have the app. Dylan's showing up late as fuck.
No, I didn't show up late.
The weirdest thing is everyone's using this Kahoot for like school stuff, and literally here in Columbus, there's a strip club Kahoots, and I'm like, this is really awkward. That
Kahoots.
Like all of these teachers in Columbus, Ohio, here are doing like, oh, we're using the Kahoots app, and then it's like, y'all know there's a strip club like literally in the same town that you're in that you're promoting your kids to go check out Kahoots, and
that's funny.
It's awkward.
Probably. Where are you? Where are you in the Midwest? You're in Kentucky?
No, I'm in Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, you're an Ohio guy too. Oh, yeah. So I wouldn't go to a strip club in Columbus, Ohio. I'd just throw that out.
Trust me, I've never been. It's just as awkward.
You're from Ohio?
Yeah, I'm from Columbus. I live in Columbus.
Oh, my dad went to OSU for a little bit.
Oh, that's what's up.
Well, damn, you're not far. You're not that. Well, you're like an hour because I'm out in like Parma Heights.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Valley Forge and.
Yep.
So
I went to high school.
That's what's up.
Why are there so many goddamn Ohio people?
Down in like Ciota or something.
We don't trying to remember the name of that club on Industry. What's the name of that? Starlight. What the hell is that? The world's largest strip club. I mean, okay, come on, Chaos. You know it. Come on,
know. The world's largest strip club.
It's in Vegas. It's on Industry Road. It's right off of where Rio is.
On Industrial, but there's a lot of strip clubs there.
But it's right next to Rio. It's the world's largest. It's a multi-story. It's fucking it has the second story is a floor that's plexiglass, so you can just do this the whole time. It's fucking awesome.
Olympic Gardens. It
starts with an M.
My strip club trivia is not up to par in Vegas.
Well, you got to brush up. You got to muff up.
Yeah, they got COVID-20 over there in those strip clubs.
That's true. That's true. Damn it.
Hey, true. Dylan, I got to get off. See you.
My kids are like 5 hours, so.
Yeah, it's not the strip club. It wasn't the strip club stuff. You're good.
Then that makes it easier because I got to get to bed anyways. I got to edit this video.
Yeah.
We got to get together maybe tomorrow because I ain't got nothing going for tomorrow.
Hey, Cocktails and Comics. I'm gonna send out invites to everybody. Bearded, hit me up on the thing so I can hit you back up. I'm on my phone. I would sub you. I don't have you.
Okay.
Insta, IG.
Actually,
I'll see you guys later.
Bearded what? I'll get you on Instagram.
I'm just Bearded Comic Bro. Everything I do is Bearded Comic Bro.
Sweet.
Let me know.
I'll get you. Cool.
All right.
All right. Talk to you later.
See you, bro.
See you, Mo.
Better doing. Thanks, man.
No problem, boss. Good hanging as always.
Yeah, and I'll be talking to you soon. I got some
No
shit.
doubt.
We'll be talking.
Hell yeah, brother.
All right, late.
All right, peace out.
Dylan, you son of a bitch.